Hi my friends, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers who have hung in there with me and have been patiently waiting. You guys didn't unsubscribe. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. There's so much going on in my personal life here. But hey, here I am with you. So I'm going to do an all signs, but you know what that means. I'm going to start with Aries and I'm going to go as much as I can. But what I tend to do is I tend to go on for a little bit longer than I want to on each sign. And I wanted to do it like this because it kind of forces me to do all the signs. Because if I take a break, then I won't get back to the next sign, and that's clearly what's been happening to me for a few months. All right, so let's start with Aries. And this is Tommy the Tarot Reader. So I have pulled up the can you see that? Astrological placement. So let me tell you what's going on, Aries. And the other signs too. I might as well just go ahead and blurt that out. Aries, if you have any Pisces or Aries, there's all these conjunctions. It's so amazing, including Taurus and Uranus. So when you do your chart and you look up, anything, your chart, like astro.com is a really good place to look up your chart. So if you have any conjunctions, and I'm talking specifically conjunctions because it's powerful. Aries, Sun, Mercury, Venus, if you have a Mars in Aries, if you're Moon in Aries, if you're an Aries rising, you have Chiron in Aries. That's the wounded healer, and that's something you might want to look into. It's in 22 degrees Aries, so I need to look that up for myself because I'm a late Aries, and that's conjunct my wounded healer in Aries is conjunct my own sun, conjunct Venus and Mercury for myself also. So Neptune, why is that saying it's in Aries? Is Neptune really in Aries? It's going into Aries. Wow. No, I'm sorry. That is no, Pluto's in 3 Aquarius. That is Neptune going into Aries. Wow, Aries. Okay. Then we have Pisces, North Node, Mercury, Saturn, and Venus. So any conjunctions Pisces, that's 4 planets in Pisces. What am I going to say about that? If you're a Pisces, that's really powerful. But it is also opposite the Moon and South Node right now, but that doesn't really matter. And it's also trine Black Lilith. And it also trines that Mars and Cancer for any of you Pisces. And that there could be a sextile to Uranus and Taurus. So Pisces is having an incredible moment, probably for a while, because you got that Saturn and Pisces, and you're really buckling down. Neptune's going in and out of Pisces and Aries. So Pisces and Aries are having a field day. And again, any signs in your chart that has Pisces, Aries, you're having a field day. It's just so beautiful, with these planets. So Uranus and Taurus. If you're a Taurus rising, this is in your first house. Maybe you're reinventing how you look. If you're a sun in Taurus, you're reinventing who you are, your identity. You're taking on more challenges, doing things that like really reinventing yourself in the way that how you used to react to things completely change. You're not that person anymore. If you're reactive, you're not that person anymore. You're just if you're shy, or if you don't really have confidence in yourself with that Uranus in Taurus, Sun in Taurus I'm talking about, even Venus in Taurus. Sun in Taurus, you got more confidence, you got more like energy and excitement. It's great. If you have Venus in Taurus, you're probably not gonna want to settle down with one person because it's conjunct that Mercury in Taurus. But if you also have a Mercury in Taurus, it does conjunct. So you got to look at all your Taurus planets. It conjuncts that Uranus in Taurus. That's a really exciting placement. So you would look up whatever your natal planet is in Taurus, conjunct Uranus transit in Taurus, and whatever house that is. And if you're a Gemini with that Jupiter in Gemini, that's a beautiful Jupiter for you. I know there's squares to the Pisces, but like that Jupiter is going to give you some opportunities that you need to grab that. And if you're a Gemini with Cancer, that Mars conjunct any of your Cancer planets like Venus, Mars is in Cancer right now, you're probably very magnetic and people want to hang out with you. So we have Lilith in Scorpio and Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius. So that Pluto in Aquarius square to a Sun, Aries, Taurus cusp. Yeah, you know, that tells me that Pluto in Aquarius squaring Taurus Taurus Aries cusp, like April 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You don't give an F. That's what that says. Okay, for the rest of the signs, like Cancer is conjunct the Mars in Cancer right now, so they probably have a lot of energy, a lot of emotional energy. But of course, like I said, Cancer, if you have a Venus in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, with that Jupiter in Gemini, that's a really chatty and auspicious placement in terms of love and communication. It's a strong, yeah. Look it up. Mercury, Gemini, natal, conjunct, transit, Jupiter, Gemini. That's a very strong placement if you're a communicator, a writer. What do I say now? Let's move on to Leo. Leo, if you have Venus in Cancer, it's going to conjunct the Mars in Cancer. And you're looking really good. Virgo, you got all those oppositions with Pisces, so you're probably kind of wanting to get away from any kind of crowds or people right now. You might want some peace and quiet. It's also conjunct that South Node. Libra has a and I'm talking like if any of your Libra planets, any Libra in your chart, you got to look up Neptune, Aries, 0 Aries, opposite any of your early Libra. Like if you have a Sun Libra 0, Moon Libra 0, you know, like that, Mercury, Venus, whatever Libra is in your chart, it's going to be opposing the Neptune. And that's going to be really interesting because when there is that kind of opposition, you might get a little bit deluded, you know, like there's what you want to see and then there's what's actually happening. So the wounded healer is also opposite your whatever early Libra that you have. That tells me that, you know, I think you need to ground yourself because you might have some ideas that, I don't know, if you have a Mars early Libra, you need to ground yourself with that energy because you need to check people and environment to make sure that you're on board and you're not offending anyone, for example, or that you're reading people accurately instead of like putting out there what you want and not accepting what reality is dishing out. That's also with the Venus in opposite Neptune and Aries. If you have a Venus in Libra, that you can definitely Venus and Libra can definitely, with charisma and create an illusion to get someone to fall in love with you, but that's not going to last. Scorpio. So Scorpio conjunct Lilith, and look that up. Sun in Scorpio, natal conjunct transit Lilith Scorpio. That's a cool conjunction, so look that up. It's powerful. So Scorpio has that Uranus in Taurus opposite your sun, any Scorpio, and that's gonna, like, you know, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be like a ride at Six Flags. So whatever Scorpio, if you have Venus in Scorpio, Mercury Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, it's gonna oppose the Uranus in Taurus. So if you have Venus in Scorpio, look it up. Natal Venus in Scorpio, opposite transit Uranus in Taurus. And that's exciting, but, you know, it makes you want to step away. It makes you want to stray. It makes you want to go alternative on your partner. But it also makes you very exciting and adventurous and creative, and you might come up with some very fun ideas. You know, that Uranus is cheeky. Okay. Same with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you know, if you have any trines, your Sag trines Neptune and Chiron, it trines, actually it opposes Jupiter. So like, okay, so now at this point, because all these planets are in the earlier parts of the zodiac, you know, okay, this is the thing I'm going to say for Sag and Capricorn and Aquarius. If you have any planets in Aquarius, what you want to look up is whatever that planet is, because it is conjunct Uranus early Aquarius. So Uranus is at 3 degrees Aquarius. You want to look that up, because that is also exciting. So if you have a Venus in Aquarius, conjunct Uranus in Aquarius, conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, you're gonna want to kind of overthrow some things in terms of love, in terms of communication, in terms of your emotions are probably all over the place with that if you have a moon in Aquarius. So, you know, these are very interesting times, planetary wise. Very interesting. And you see what's going on in the world. It is, and the person running the US of A right now has a Cancer sun conjunct that. Mars in Cancer. Woohoo! Here we are. I know, I was all over the place with that, but I would actually, I don't know, you could email me if you wanted an in-depth astrology reading. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't really put any kind of work into any kind of marketing or anything like that. I just kind of like do my thing here. But, you know, if you have any questions, you can definitely email me. I don't have my comments turned on for a good reason. I just don't have the bandwidth in my head to deal with it, because I do a lot outside of this, and I'm dealing with a lot in terms of my own work. Okay, the work that I do. So let's start with Aries, and I'm just going to pull 3 cards for now. Wow. Aries, you're like overcoming something, but you're also really focused on something you're working on. And you are getting past some kind of argument or conflict here. And you're stepping away from some kind of conflict and saying, I am not touching this any longer. I did the best I can. And you're victorious with that Six of Wands. You did what you had to do. You said what you had to say. And you're stepping away because it's not pretty. And it messes with you emotionally. And it's just, maybe you're dealing with some kind of like aggressive, abusive people, you know, or people who are angry. And these cards are telling me that someone here, I mean, the other scenario I'm getting is like maybe someone took a side, and maybe they took a side with you. And so all the bad stuff has been put to rest. This is what that's what that looks like. And you've been dealing with a fire sign or a Capricorn, but you've done well. You know, with all these planetary placements, you've done very well, Aries. And whatever this thing that I'm seeing, what is it related to? Is it, let me see, I'm going to pull some more cards. Last Judgment. You made a decision about something and you're really happy with it. Yeah, you've done well. You've done very well. You're more confident, but with these cards, with the Hierophant, the Last Judgment, and the Two of Pentacles reversed, on top of these other cards here, like, you see, there's a lesson here, the Devil. You taught someone something here. You basically laid down the law. You set some boundaries, I feel like, with the Devil reversed and the Hierophant on top of it. That you, let's just say if someone was acting out and was temperamental, you put a stop to it. And you also made a decision, a really good decision. It's a decision that you needed to make and to finally put to rest some kind of conflict or some kind of, you know, disagreement, or if this was some kind of legal issue, you put that to rest and you won. Like if you're an attorney, you won, whatever this is. If I see this more as someone with the Seven of Wands is has sided with you, which has dropped all the games. Whatever games was going on, whatever manipulations was going on, ended. Because you convinced someone to take your side. And it's a really good decision, because this person you convinced to take your side feels like this is the decision he's supposed to make, or she's supposed to make, to take your side. They knew that. And you convinced them. And whatever position you're in, with the Hierophant here, you've taught some people a good lesson because of your leadership. And you shut down some kind of fighting here. This doesn't look like love to me. This looks more like what I'm talking about. Wherever that arena is, this thing I'm talking about. Which also could mean that you stopped putting money into something. You said, this is it. This is all the money I'm putting in. Either you're in or out. But with the Devil here, there's someone that had to be eliminated because they were playing dirty. And you did it. You eliminated someone playing dirty here. And you also taught them a lesson with the Hierophant. I'm going to pull one more card. Aries. This is a strong reading. This is what you were supposed to do. That's with the Last Judgment there. You were supposed to do what you did. A storm warning. Oh, of course there's a storm warning. Because of what you did. Because you successfully pulled something off. There's a storm warning. Whoever you cut out could come back in and retaliate. And that's what the storm warning is saying. Because you have gotten really strong. You have. So watch out for anyone watch out for anyone If you got a bad feeling about someone, you got to go with that, because yeah, you gotta listen to your spirit, door to spirit. You gotta listen to that, because you made a really strong decision, and you're gonna have enemies around you. So you need to be very intuitive. But spirit's on your side. You see that? It's okay. It's also, maybe you did get rid of the storm. You got through the storm, and the spirit is now here with the decision you made, Aries. So you made a really good decision, and the spirit is on your side, and you're going to get through the storm. If there's another storm coming up, you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it, because you are feeling very strong these days, Aries. Very strong. And no one's gonna manipulate you. No one's going to mess with your head. No one's going to make you feel guilty. You're not doing any of that. No, you're not. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? I bet Taurus is going to have a strong reading too. Let's see. I hope everyone's been doing well with all the ups and downs and the state of affairs in the world. Okay, Taurus. Oop. I want this one. Lord of Wealth. Exactly. That's what I said for Taurus. You're going to do well. Because Taurus and Aries are neighboring signs, and so they share signs. And if Aries had a good reading, Taurus and Pisces might. Taurus, Pisces, even Gemini may have a good reading. Death card reversed. And Princess of Pentacles. All right. What was it? First of all, you're going to be making a lot of money. Oh yeah, all signs reading. Well, it starts today. Let's see. Okay, it definitely starts today. If you're working on something to make a lot of money, you had to make a decision. You had to get rid of some things. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Death is reversed. Okay, Princess of Pentacles. I don't think the state of the... I'm going to say this for some Tauruses, that I read this like the state of the economy doesn't scare you. This is a time for you to... This is a time for you to make more money. This is what I see here. Because the Princess of Pentacles says you're going to jump out there and make more money. You already have money. And you're going to make more money. Like, the economy doesn't look so great, but under these conditions, you're going to make a lot of money. Because you know how to. And with the death reverse, you know how to. This isn't scaring you at all. This reading is also telling me that you are maybe helping someone out financially. It could be your child, an adult child, that you're going to help them keep their company or keep something together. I don't know. I mean, just from these three cards, but yeah, helping out maybe your adult child. They've come back to you to ask for help, and you're gonna help them. You're gonna help them regarding whatever they need help with. I see this more as an adult child. I don't see this as your partner at all. Let's see. Page of Cups. Over the 10 of Pentacles, there's a Page of Cups. Yeah, let me look at why is the Death card here? Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. These are beautiful cards. There's so many new things coming up for you. 10 of Wands. Okay, so absolutely beautiful. If you're in love, you're starting a new love romance. You've fallen in love. There's a good chance that the person you're falling in love with is also needing some help from you, is what I'm reading here. But you're definitely in love, and you could be giving up. I keep thinking giving up for some reason, that if you're starting a new relationship or you're having an affair, you are definitely, I said in love, but you're most probably having a really very passionate time with someone. And this is for a specific Taurus. I think you're having an affair. And with the Ten of Wands here, you're kind of juggling a few things. If this is an affair or you're dating a few people here, you're juggling, and I don't know, maybe you're starting to fall in love with the earth sign. Or you won't let go of the earth sign, which is the Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a lot of passion here. You're having a lot of fun. You're hornier than usual. With the Page of Cups. Well, yeah, you got the Uranus and Taurus. Of course you are. You know, of course you are. You're having fun. And you're just kind of compelled to have a lot of fun right now, and you will spend money to have fun because you have that money. And the Page of Cups is, for some of you, you could be dating a few people. I don't know. This is about fun. And you're not going to give up your fun. You're going to keep going for it. So who's your fun? There's a fire sign here. There's a Scorpio. There's an earth sign. And there's a water. Who's the fun? The fun could be a young Pisces. It could be a young Virgo. Young Virgo Taurus. It could be a Scorpio. For some of you, but Taurus, this is just you're just going all out. You're free. Of course you're free, because all your Taurus planets is conjunct Uranus and Taurus. You're free. You're like, I am unrestrained. I am gonna go hog wild, and you are. That's what the cards are saying. You're gonna go hog wild. I really feel that. Okay, and good for you. Victory. Exactly. Good for you. You deserve to go hog wild. It's about time. It is about time that Taurus doesn't act like a bull any longer. Just go out and hog wild. Well, Taurus is a hog. Anyway, hog wild. I love that word because it is meant for you to go out and have fun. Any which way you want. See, because you got community here. So you're going to have fun with community. And I think for some of you Tauruses, you know what I'm talking about. Right? And you're victorious. You have come to this point where you can do that. You've worked really hard to get here. So no guilt whatsoever. You do what you want. You do you now. You go all the way out to 2,000% and do you. Okay? I love that for Taurus. You deserve that. You go all out. Respect, for sure. Now we're going to move on to Gemini. Let's see. What's going on with Gemini? Gemini. Yeah. Gosh, we are in Aries season, so there's a sextile too. Gemini, what's going on with our lovely Geminis? The Wheel of Fortune. Reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Well, that looks to me some doubts. But not really. Just some kind of trying times in terms of putting more effort into what it is you're doing. with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Like, there's sometimes some things are saying that you're not sure if this is the road you want to be on. But in the end, you're going to be tenacious and determined, and you're going to stick to it. And you're going to actually, you're going to push harder, and you're going to put your foot harder down on the gas, because you made a decision. This is more about your own free will, and you're going to take this into your own hands. Some things are not happening fast enough, but you have the power to make it happen. This is not about, hey, this is my destiny and fate. No, this is not you, Gemini. You're like, I'm going to take fate and destiny in my own hands, and I'm going to do it my way. And that's what this is saying. What are you doing your way? I don't know. It could be, it could be any venture or anything that you started. I'm going to pull more cards. Yeah, you're going to do it your way. And you're going to work harder. And you're going to, when I say work harder, you're going to change your methods so that it is more effective. But like, you know, you're just pretty strong-willed right now. 6 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Wow, Gemini. Yeah, you're going to do it your own way for sure, the world. I love that. You see that? Because you're doing it your way. You're calling the shots. This is the result of you calling the shots as the King of Pentacles. Because you believe in yourself. And you have backup. You have 6 of Cups here. So there's people here backing you up. People who believe in you. And the world is here too. Which means because you have decided to do whatever it takes to achieve whatever goals or dreams that you have right now, you will achieve it. You will definitely achieve it. The world is here. It's saying right now that you can see where you're headed. You can see it. It's pretty much already done. You know? But that's because I feel like the 6 of Cups here and the King of Pentacles could be the two factors that you said, I am going to achieve my dream. It can happen. Now, these are two people that the King of Pentacles is an earth sign that says, yeah, you're going to achieve your dream. You're going to achieve whatever it is that you put effort in. Put effort in. You're going to achieve it. That's what the King of Pentacles here is saying and telling you. Don't give up. Work harder. Work faster. And the 6 of Cups is, yeah. Someone's come along, I feel like, from the past that gave you some insight into something and said, like, do it. Do it. They have a lot of confidence in you. This King of Pentacles, an earth sign, and 6 of Cups, a water sign. Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone came in and said, you need to do this. You got this. You're good. You're solid. You will achieve the world. You will get there. You will get there in 21 months. 2 years. 2 years to see a full results. 21 days. Interesting. 21. Let me look at that. Yeah. 21 is a, blackjack, right? It's more than just you're going to get there. It's literally blackjack. So it's an ace and a 10 or an ace and a court card. Your court card is your King of Pentacles. Appreciation. So this is a 6 and this is a 6. You have people backing you up right now that really, really believe in you. And you will show appreciation for their encouragement and this strong belief in you. Oh, man holding a coin. Okay, so this is crazy. You got King of Pentacles here, and then you got man holding a coin. So you got it twice. You got someone here that is putting money and faith in whatever it is you are doing, Gemini. Okay, I love that for you, Gemini. I really do. Okay, now we are moving on to Cancer. Huh. Cancer. That's a great reading for you, Gemini. I love that. Yeah, Gemini, you got money coming in from someone. A lot of it, too. It looks like a lot of it, too. But a lot of that, too, is also your effort. Cancer, what's going on with Cancer? Cancer. Oh, the Emperor first. What's going on with Cancer? Princess of Pentacles reverse. I hate reversals, I have to tell you. I hate reading them. What? Nine of Pentacles reverse. See, exactly. Now I got to read all these three reversals. I will do it. Not my favorite thing to do. Something or someone is kind of making you feel insecure, kind of financially insecure, or you're having to help someone out financially. They are not doing well. You will, it's the Princess of Pentacles. Now, this is someone younger than you. If you're dating someone younger than you, you're starting to realize, whoa, maybe they're just using me. You're probably figuring that out now. With the Emperor reversed and the Princess of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, you're spending too much money on someone. And if this is someone you are dating because you like them so much, yeah, you're spending too much money. You're basically paying to date them. So, I don't know. You might want to reconsider. Now, if this is an adult child that's requiring a lot of help, that's what you're doing. You're helping out. It doesn't feel good because it might be using up a lot of your money, but maybe could also be using up a lot of your time and your resources. And it's just someone here is getting you feeling like confused and irritated, a little aggravated. You do have that. You have Pluto and Aquarius opposite any of your Leo. Cancer, Leo. If you're late Cancer, Leo, you got that opposition with Pluto. It could be a little unnerving. So there's some situation here that's unnerving. I'm going to need to clarify these cards. Nine of Swords. You got two nines. You got the Nine of Swords reversed on the Emperor. When you feel like you're losing control, it's just you go batty. Yeah, this is a family problem. You're out of control with a family. With family, just something, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel stable. Something is very emotionally distressing for you. With the Eight of Pentacles over the Nine of Pentacles, you got two Pentacle cards here, 9 and 8. You're feeling like, do you have to, I don't know, something with your money, family's not feeling solid, and you're losing control. Or I feel like your authority is not being considered. You're not being considered. And when you're not considered, Cancer, you don't feel good about it. The Four of Wands reversed over the Princess of Pentacles. Something doesn't feel good. and it has to do with family. You're very worried. I'm going to have to do this because I need to. You're very worried that some things, you want to believe that some things are working out. Like, let's say you want to believe like your children are fine and they're making good decisions, but the truth is you're not okay with that. Like, I feel like your child is not making good decisions and it's out of your control because you might be too effing tired to deal with it. The other situation here is that someone is wrecking the family or wrecking the stability and cohesiveness of the family, and it's costing you money to try to keep the family together. But you know, you don't want to pay to keep family together. That's not the way to go. But that's what it feels like you have to do, that you have to pay to keep family together, which is not what you want to do to pacify someone. You don't want to be pacifying them. You're kind of pretty pissed off and anxious, but you know, as much as you're pissed off and anxious about it, you're not going to say anything. You stay quiet and you stay angry and you don't say anything. Let me pull, yeah, unpleasant. I get it, unpleasant. I'm going to pull an energy oracle card here. This is for specific Cancer, and I love that card for you. I love that because that's exactly what you have to do, is to think. And the door to value is here. So all this money getting thrown away because you have to take care of someone that you don't want to be taken care of, that is breaking the family apart or something like that, because the Four of Wands is reverse, is a 4. This is a 4 and this is a 4. So the door to value is you will have money. Some of you are like, I don't have money now. Yeah, then this reading's not for you. The thinking man is exactly what you have to do. Instead of like getting all emotional, the thinking man is saying you actually got to think through situations and not get emotional about it and not come to like outlandish conclusions, and you just can't blow situations up in your head. You have a tendency to catastrophize and see like, oh, it's all gonna blow up. No, it's not gonna blow up. It's not. You just need to sit and think about things, and the value of anything in your life and anything you've worked hard for, it will come back to you. But you have to sit and think. You can't just have an outburst like, blah, that's not going to work. And you're not, and I said that earlier, that you're holding in all these emotions, but that also means at some point you're going to explode. So not a good idea. So the thinking man comes along. Maybe the thinking man is in your life. The thinking man is someone that helps you process all of this and helps you to figure out a good solution. Now, the thinking man is also someone that reassures you that you're okay, that you are strong, you're confident, that I don't know, if you're worried about being a good person, the thinking man's going to help you through that. Is the question really, are you a good person? Maybe you need to come up with another question. It's not, am I a good person? Was this my fault? No, that's not the question. The question is, what is going on around me? This isn't about like, this is my fault, this is about me, this is about me. No, it's not about you. You have to look at what the heck is going on around me. So let the thinking man help you out with this. If you're not the thinking man and thinking through these problems, then I think there's a thinking man in your life that's going to help you figure this out so that you can start to feel financially viable again, because the door to value is here, or that the door to value tells me like you'll feel your self-esteem. You need to work maybe on self-esteem, and to feel that you have to develop your own value. Like I know my value. It doesn't rely on what someone else thinks of me. So maybe that's what you need to work on, Cancer. Okay, let's move on to Leo. I know that was a weird one. Leo, let's see, what do I have for Leo? Let's see, Leo. I'm gonna have to put the timestamps on after I do all of this readings. Anyway. Okay, let's see what's going on with Leo. And any of you Leos have any oppositions to that Pluto and Aquarius? Whew, that's a topsy-turvy. I'm having a topsy-turvy as an Aries. Taurus. I have my own topsy-turvies here. Yep. But early Leos, late Cancers, they're very sensitive right now. Very sensitive. Like everything's a criticism kind of sensitive. All right. Or that you feel deeply. But the problem about feeling deeply is then it becomes about you, because you're feeling deeply rather than whoever it is that is having an actual problem. The problem is that you're feeling deeply unless you're the one with the problem. You see what I mean? Like, if someone's having a problem and you come along and you're like, oh, your feelings, it's not about your feelings. We still have to deal with the person with the problem. Now, if you're the one that came along with a problem, we will help you with your problem. But you can't come in and hijack someone else's problem. Yep. Okay, here we go. Leo. Four of Pentacles, Leo. Yeah, exactly. You need to save your money. Five of Swords. Yeah, you need to save your money. I just said that. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Eight of Swords, Leo. Wow, you're feeling some pain. You're feeling pain with the swords here. You're trying not to feel the pain with the Eight of Swords reversed, but it's like the Four of Pentacles here is telling me that you want to conserve, like the dam's gonna break. You know, your dam is gonna break. It's all gonna just pour out. That's how much you've been holding in. The Five of Swords, that's how much you've been holding in. Like, this is too much. The Four of Pentacles is the dam, and the Five of Swords is the dam broke. And the Eight of Swords is, it broke, I will deal with it, because it's reversed. I will deal with it. And I got to pull my together. But no, Leo, you're allowed to let it out. You're allowed to let all of that out. Whatever hurt you have felt, whatever, anything you've been holding on to. There you go, exactly. Pluto and Aquarius opposite any Leo planets. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Pluto is going to go like, no, you're not allowed to hold that in. You let that out. No, you're not allowed to get sick because you're holding all that anguish and pain in. You're not allowed, Leo. You let it out. But, you know, where are you going to let it out? You need to be able to let it out to safe people. You need someone safe to let it out. You let it out. You can sob it out. That's what this looks like to me. Yeah. Let it out. I'm gonna put more cards down, but yeah, there's something here that's hurt you, but you've been very quiet about it. You've been very private about it because you think like that's what I'm supposed to do, but I don't want to see you suffer because of what you think you're supposed to do. You're a human being, and you deserve all the rights of a human being. You have the right to express yourself. You have the right to feel. You have the right to say no. You have to let. Yeah, these sword cards are just yeah, you gotta. Yeah, exactly. The Three of Swords. Oh my God, Leo. So there is a lot of pain here. A lot of pain. And you're really feeling it. And you're working through the pain. Like, yeah, Five of Swords came out twice. This is wild. Okay, these two cards are both the Five of Swords, and they both came out twice. It's just, this is hard. This is a really hard time for you. There's been anguish and losses and pain and very deep, deep pain that you try to smile through. You try to smile through it. But the pain is so deep, and you just get up, and you have to get up and keep going, and you do. But the pain is so deep that you need to be able to confide in someone that can let you talk about it, talk about all the pain that you hold. And you know, it's just like, I really feel for you with the Three of Swords, you know, like there's death, there's losses, there's grief, there's stuff going on around you. And this is what it's looking like, that you're not going to be able to hold it in any longer, because you're not supposed to hold that in. That level of pain and anguish, you're not supposed to hold it in. You're supposed to be able to talk about it, but you have to find someone to talk about it with. You have to talk about it. This is what I would even wish for you. That you could just be in the embrace of someone that says, I'm here for you. I will hold you. I will be here for you while you go through this, and you can let it all out. I'm not going anywhere, and I hold you, I embrace you. That's the person you need to be with, that can carry you through this. I just think of that. There's this saying, and I'm not gonna get this right, but like, there's, you know, when Jesus is carrying a child, and or carrying you, the footsteps is Jesus's footsteps, and he's saying like, I am carrying you. These are my footsteps. I am carrying you through this. So however you need to be carried through this, Leo, you know, because you need that. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to give you that big hug right now, and I'm going to say to you that I can't take that pain away, but I'm going to pray for you that whatever it is you are feeling and going through, that you're going to get through it. You're still here. We are here with you. Okay? Yeah. This is rough. I can't even call in Archangel Michael. I mean, it's like which archangel is going to come in and help you to heal your heart. You're not ready to heal your heart right now. You have to go through this, and then you can heal your heart. It's not, you can't rush through this. You cannot rush through this, okay? So I'm going to pull a card here. The Healer of the Ages. Oh, I love that for you. That's exactly what you need, is the Christ. There's the Christ. It's right there. The Christ is right there for you. An action. You still need to get up and go. You do. You can't sit still through this. You have to get up and keep going. And you will. Because you have the Christ with you, Leo. You're going to be able to still get up and keep going, which is the Seven of Pentacles, and also this action card, which is going to heal you. And you know, if I just saw the Journey card, so I feel like you do maybe need to take some kind of retreat where you can just go and, you know, there are different types of retreats. It might be a good idea for you. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Leo. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Yeah, Leo, I feel for you. I'm giving you a really big hug. You know, I light candles for people in pain, and yeah, stuff's going on with me too. So, you know, my family's having some rough times. Virgo, what do we have for you? And this is what I'm going to say. If you know a Leo that's acting a little out of character, or acting a little bit more irritating than usual, you got to give them grace, okay? Especially those born in July or early August. Okay. Virgo. Ooh, Seven of Wands reversed. These reversals. Three of Pentacles. Oh, thank God that's not reversed. Wow, Virgo, you're making some money. Six of Cups. Oh, you're going into business with someone, making some money with someone. Are you like reconnecting with someone who a long time ago you said, hey, let's, you know, a long time ago, you said something to someone, and like, let's say, hey, you remember we talked about buying a little place for us in Hawaii, and your friend says, yeah, and you, Virgo, goes, yeah, let's do it. Look at what I got in Hawaii. That's what you're doing. You are thinking about relaxing a little bit more and enjoying your life a little bit more and spending time with the people you love. But, you know, you're still making money. It's amazing how, for some of you Virgos, I'm not talking to all of you Virgos. Some of you Virgos are able to sit back and make money. It just, the opportunities are coming in. But there are people in your past coming in wanting to spend time with you. Now, if you're a Virgo that's divorced, there could be someone coming in from your past that's you're going to reconnect with. Yeah, this is a really fun time for you, Virgo. And I just said that, so let's see. Right, of course, the Emperor shows up. Of course it's a fun time. You're in control. You're like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Ace of Swords. Oh, yeah, you're so confident right now, Virgo. And the Empress. Oh, my God. Okay, it doesn't get any better than this, all right? Virgo, come on now. if you're a Virgo that's going to get married, you got the Emperor and the Empress. Are you thinking getting married? Because you're in it. And look at that. Okay, so you are on top of the world right now, Virgo. I think you've been on top of the world for a while. So you're with your Empress if you're already in a relationship, or you've met your Empress and you're going to get married. Something like that, but you're going to get married. Or, you know, live together or whatever. You're going to profess your love. Both of you are very strong. Very strong. Now, the other scenario here is this Empress is coming back from your past. So if you've separated with someone, the Empress is someone you've already known for a long time. And you've been really thinking a lot about the Empress. And if you are the Empress Virgo, you've been thinking a lot about the Emperor. And why is he coming back now? Well, because maybe he isn't a workaholic anymore, that he's like freed up his time, and he contacted you and said, hey, I don't know, did you reconnect on Facebook or something? I don't know. This is kind of what it looks like. Did you reconnect because you both have similar interests, and you reconnected and said, I'm doing this and let's do this together? And yeah, it's going to do really well. If you guys are in business together, whatever you're doing together, it's going to do really, really well, Virgo. Yeah, this is a great reading for you. This is amazing. But you're in love. Like, if if you haven't professed your love already, you will. I mean, you could get married pretty quickly too, for some of you Virgos. You're in love. Okay, here. Goddess of the Moon. Oh my God, how beautiful is that? You're in love. I keep saying that. Yeah, you're in love. Oh my God, I don't know what else to say. You're so compatible. When we say opposites are really compatible, in this case yin and yang, you met your soulmate. You're with your soulmate. They're more than your soulmate. You're both intuitive. You're both can read each other's minds, kind of. You're both so similar. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, you guys are soulmates. I can't read anymore because I'm just going to be gushing over that reading and I'm going to sound disgusting, so let's move on. Libra. Let's see it. Libra, what's going on with our Libra? Yeah, Virgo. Yeah, I can't say anymore because I'm just going to sound again kind of like, you know, that tarot reader's like, oh, they're so positive. No, the cards were positive, okay? Like, Libra. Eight of Pentacles. Libra. Temperance. That's your card. You know, I gotta tell you, my subscribers, let me tell you something. I gotta wear some gloves, I think. Some of those really cool gloves. You know, the Madonna gloves. I think I need a pair of those to cover my veins. I have veiny hands. I have veiny arms. And guess what? I love my veins. I love my veins. Okay. That is amazing. Libra, you got the 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 10 of Cups. You are in love. If you're dating, you have found the person you are in love with. And it took you a while to figure out that this is the person you want to be in love with. But you've worked really hard to get to where you're at, too. That you can really, really enjoy your life. You probably got a promotion, or you got enough money to go and maybe buy a house, or start a business, your passion business. But you've been very patient, and you've done all the right steps to be able to do this thing you've always wanted to do. And I feel like you're doing it now. but you're also very passionate about, you know, like, let's say, I don't know, you know, if you started your own line of clothing, your own line of makeup, very passionate about it. If you started an art exhibit, you have enough compositions for an art exhibit, and you nailed it, like you got a really good art gallery opening coming up. Like, it's that big, but you've worked so hard to get here. If it's a love affair, you've worked really hard for this love affair, and you're here. You both professed your love to each other. Libra. You've been very careful with this. You've worked very hard, put a lot of detail into any of it. This could be like you opened up your shop finally. You finally got up and moved to another country. It could be that, you know. How excited are you? Like, maybe you've moved, you know, to Italy. You bought a nice house in Italy, so a house that you can afford, and now you're there, or you're in Portugal. That's what these three cards are telling me. You've worked really hard to be in a place where you just love your life. Death. Exactly. You did not give up. You're not going to. Wheel of Fortune reversed. You're walking away. You're leaving something. You're taking over your own destiny and fate and saying, this is all in my hands. Yeah, like, if I don't like it here, I'm out. I am going to go and explore my passion. I'm going to go where my passion lies. I've given it everything I have. No, this isn't my destiny here. My destiny is not with this person. It is not here. It is time for me to go. I am going to rediscover myself in my life. And that's what you're doing. However you're doing that, I am not going to sit back and allow... See, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed and the Death card's reversed. So you're still trying to figure some things out. You're still trying to figure out how to maintain balance. You're also trying to figure out how you don't have to work so hard. Or how you can keep making money maybe another way without working so hard. But you can also, like I said earlier, move to another country and move somewhere else entirely to experience the passion in your life again. Because the drudgery of work and people that you got to work with, there's some type of drudgery here that you have forced yourself to live with. But you want something more with the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups. You want something more. You want to explore something more. And you will. You will, Libra. And what are you going to do? Are you like Virgo? Are you going to like buy a house in Portugal or Hawaii or you know, in Scotland? Go buy a house in Scotland. Oh my God, Scotland is amazing. Blossoming abundance, exactly, Libra. You do have that. You could go anywhere you want and have the angel of strength. That's you. Exactly. And I'm saying this because you have dreams here. You're not tied into the drudgery. You're done with drudgery. You really are. And you can make something really beautiful. You do have the strength. It's a 5 card. The 5-0 is the angel. You want change. you want change and you want to create change in your life. You want to experience something different, Libra. You do, and you will. I do see you going somewhere else. Somewhere where you've always wanted to go and be. And you're going to spend time there in your life and you will change. Okay? Let's go with Scorpio now. What's up with Scorpio? Scorpio. What's up with Scorpio? Two of Pentacles. Oh, Scorpio's always looking to make money. What am I going to do with all my crypto now? Scorpio. The Star. Oh, Scorpio, you're doing so well. Seven of Cups. Ah, you have so many options. Okay, I mean, I'm not lying to you, but like a little bit of this is like, you know, whatever you touch turns to gold. A little bit of that. That's kind of what's happening right now. But you do have a lot of options, and you do have to be very careful with, well, maybe you already know. I don't have to tell you to be careful. The reason you're doing so well and you're so optimistic is because you've done so well all this time. There's a lot of opportunities coming in for you right now, Scorpio. It's crazy. Yep, I said that. And these two cards fell out. So you're on top of your game right now. If you're married or thinking of being with someone, there is someone here that is, you are crazy about them. It's the Empress. It's a Taurus card. It's also an Earth sign. And I think if you're dating a Taurus, you're absolutely crazy about them. Or it could be Ace of Swords, which is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it could be a Gemini, Taurus. It could be a Libra, Virgo, but yeah, you have a lot of options. I also feel for some of you Scorpios, you're dating a bunch of people. Like, if you're married, you probably have an open marriage, because these cards are telling me like you can't sit still. With the Seven of Cups, you have a lot of options, and there's a lot of interest generated around you. Like, you're probably very attracted to a lot of people right now. And I mean, attractive, or I don't know, you're putting yourself more out there, which is really good for you, Scorpio. You need to put yourself out there anyway. Seven of Wands. So you got Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So you're feeling stronger. You're feeling more confident with your options and people around you. People are seeing your strength. Yep, there it is, Seven of Wands. People are seeing you stronger than, you're like, people probably are saying to you, oh, I didn't know how, you know, how strong you are, or like there's something about you that I didn't know you're so capable of this. Like, for example, oh my God, let me think. So funny, you know, I totally forgot Ashton Hall's astrology sign. But I'm cracking up because it's one of those things where people didn't realize for you. I feel like, I'm sorry, I gotta look this up. This is driving me crazy. Because it's one of those things. Okay, hold on, let me figure this out. Oh, yeah, F yeah, okay? Like, Ashton Hall is a Scorpio. Exactly. You gotta look up Ashton Hall. Like, there was a day, probably when Ashton Hall was in middle school, and they all laughed at him because he's a scrawny little kid. His birthday's October 24, 1995. And my reading is on Scorpio right now. And immediately I thought of Ashton Hall, because that's what I think of you. I think that, like, this guy right here, like someone, where you are right now, there's going to be people coming up to you going like, what? Really? Because, Ashton Hall, people are going to look at him like, you were that scrawny little kid in 7th grade. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I see here. That, oh my God, look what you have done. Look what you have built for yourself. So people are pretty blown away by you right now, Scorpio. That's so funny. Ashton Hall. And honestly, he's hot. Come on now. He's put a lot of work to looking that way, and I appreciate that. I love that. I love all the work that man's put into all of it, because that's some really hard work. And that's what I'm saying about you, Scorpio. You worked really hard to get here, and people are coming up to you going, oh, is this really you? Like they're really shocked. Anyway, your success is going to blow up. You got the star here. This plus your love life, okay? So the temple path, you are on the temple path. Exactly, because I also feel that cornucopia, exactly, you got so much blessings coming in. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt here, but this is what the cards are saying. So I just feel like you're being blessed right now. So for some of you Scorpios, your hard work has really paid off, and you've been kind of quiet about it. You aren't bragging about all the, oh, look what I'm doing. No one knows. You just show up and people are going, oh my God, like, what is this transformation? That's because the transformation, and you may be on the temple path now, but the temple path in cornucopia, you probably got back to your spiritual path here, because if you strayed from your spiritual path a long time ago, you're back on your spiritual path, and you need to stay on the spiritual path in order to stay abundant. I don't see you falling or stepping away from your spiritual path. It's very strong that it's right there with you, and just you're there. You're not going anywhere. So whatever lifestyle routine, whatever spiritual practices, whatever it is that you are doing to stay on top of everything, you're doing a great job at it. You're admired, you're loved, you're respected, and you have an Empress next to your side who loves you and adores you. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you, Saggies. Okay. 6 of Cups. Yay. Good. Yeah, you got people from your past, or people that are friends of yours you don't see very often. Now they are more in your life. There are people more in your life, and you do need them. You do need them because, you kind of stay quiet and you don't say anything. You don't say anything like, I need you. I need you to be with me. You don't tell anyone that. You stay quiet you kind of suffer silently, but you got people in your life right now who love you and adore you. And you kind of don't really, with that Princess of Pentacles reversed, that tells me a little bit that you feel like you don't deserve the goodness that is coming into your life. You have a lot of love, but you have a tendency to overgive instead of, overgive, exactly. This fell out. You overgive and you get hurt. But there is also a situation here that you have turned to the person in your life that is giving you love, because there's some pain here. There's some really very deep pain that you're going through. It's very rough. There is someone in your life you love dearly. You got 2 6s here. You got 6 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. You have friends coming in to support you through this time. You have so much love in your heart, and you have a lot of love for someone here. A lot of love. These 2 cards came out, and you refuse. Just, you're going to do everything you can to be present to whatever situation is going on, but you have a lot of support here. The Death card reverse over the Three of Swords. Yeah, whatever you need to do, you will do it 2,000%. You are showing up 2,000% because of the Ten of Cups card. You need to show up no matter what, but you have a lot of support. Eight of Cups has you wanting to sometimes walk away, and Eight of Cups tells me like you want to walk away and just be free of some maybe Three of Swords anguish sometimes, because your heart's breaking. And yeah, and you're suffering silently, but your friends know that that's what you do, and they show up for you. All your friends are here for you. They have all gathered around you. Okay, I'm going to pull two cards from here. Happy family, exactly. You have the most beautiful happy family, adjacent possibilities. You have your happy family, and you have all your friends and all the things that are happening at the same time. You have 3 sixes here. So you are someone that feels that you are here on earth to serve. And you serve your family. You serve those close to you. But guess what? There's people serving you now. There's people showing up for you. And you have to allow them in, because you're going to need them, because they all love you. There's a lot of love here. Your family is very close, and everyone is very close. But there is something you are going through. Okay, that's what I have for Sag. Let's move on to Capricorn. What is going on with Capricorn? Oh my God, I'm still laughing about the Ashton Hall Scorpio reading. Okay, Capricorn. 10 of Wands reverse. Something is finally, some burden is off your back now. Finally. 8 of Wands reverse. Time to slow down. The Chariot reverse. Time to really slow down. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're in a period like, I'm relaxing. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to work. I just want to sleep. I want to relax. I don't want to think about this thing, or I don't want to think about that thing. I don't want to work too hard right now. I get that. I'm a Capricorn rising, and that's exactly how I feel too. That like, let's just slow everything down. It doesn't have to be done right now. It doesn't have to be figured out right now. Can someone else do that? I'm not making a decision. I'm not jumping in and saving the day. I'm not doing it. That's where I see you at, Capricorn. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I've done all my work. I'm done. I'm laying down. I'm putting all the cleaning supplies away. I'm not doing any more work. I'm tired. I get to rest. And that's you're gonna, okay, I'm gonna clarify the cards. And I mean, there's something that has really been burden. It's not just a burden, but it's like, it's a long-term burden, it feels like. Yep, 5 of Pentacles. Ugh, I'm doing all the hard work, and I'm the one that's suffering, and I'm the one putting all out. I am the one paying for everything. I'm the one that's taking care of everyone. I'm done. I don't have any more left. That's what the cards are saying. And you're going to get back on your feet. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. And when you do, the 3 of Wands comes along, and you feel like here I am. I'm on top of the world again. I'm ready to take on new stuff. I have all this energy. Page of Wands comes in and it's like, yeah, I have all this energy now. I got my rest. I have all this energy. What next? But that's what you do, Capricorn. Whatever it is that you just got through and set aside and said, I am not doing this anymore. Yeah, screw that. This has taken everything out of me. I feel like there's nothing left. I'm empty. Leave me alone. Let me just rest and recharge. And when you do, then you got the Three of Wands here. And you will recharge. When are you need 3 months off. Well, here's the deal. So sometimes I think maybe you take on way too much. And then you get exhausted and you totally just flop on your bed completely in exhaustion. That's a problem. I think you do too much. But for some of you Capricorns, you're like a Duracell bunny. You just don't turn off. But you do have to turn off because you can't continue like that. Okay. Angel of Strength. Yes, you definitely have a lot of strength. Whatever situation that you have just gone through, but also you want to do the yin and yang, meaning considering the other opinions, considering the opposite of you, considering having the strength to look at the opposition, having the strength to deal with bringing everything together so that it's in harmony, which also tells me you need to bring all your stuff together to balance yourself so that you don't exhaust yourself. You have to find a balance in you so you don't get to this point, because you're at a pretty exhaustive point here where you work yourself to the bone and then you have to recuperate. So you got to find a balance, which is the yin and yang, and you can't keep doing that. So find a way to find some rest and still be able to listen. With the Three of Wands here, you don't need to worry, because you got so much in the works that if you're worried about money, you probably don't need to worry about money. You just need to change your beliefs that, like, I have to work really hard to keep my money or make more money. That's not true. You just have to work smarter, not harder. Oh, and you'll figure it out. Okay, Aquarius. Two of Pentacles reversed. Sounds like you made some decisions. Made a final decision on something. The Hermit. You are no longer the Hermit. It's reversed. Eight of Swords. You're done fighting. You're done with conflict. You're done with, like, whatever tension is in my life, I'm fixing it. I don't want this any longer. So you made some decisions here. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so you've had, okay, the Ten of Pentacles is you've spent some money on deciding to live a life where you're more social and more around people, because you can't be a hermit. You just can't. It's not good for you, because what happens when you're a hermit is you kind of start to do the Eight of Swords reverse thing, which I feel like you start coming up with crazy stuff in your head. So you can't be a hermit. You have to be around people and be part of the world so that you don't do crazy things with your mind. And with the Ten of Pentacles reversed there, you will spend some money to live the kind of life to free yourself mentally and live a healthy life. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now. So let's pull some more cards. Yeah, you're going to spend the money you need to spend to be healthy. mentally and emotionally, because you're not doing drama anymore. You're done with that. You want healthy, not just healthy, but like people who are good for you around you, and that's what you're trying to manifest. Yeah, the world. It's about time. I need a new change. I need a new life. Yeah, I need a new life. I need to be in control of my life. Oh, wow. It's a wild. The Emperor and the Empress came out at the same time. So this tells me now that you are actually going to meet your soulmate. Yeah, you're going to meet your Emperor, Empress. If you have not already met them. They are coming towards you, or they are already in your life. They are already in your life because you've made a necessary change. Pluto and Aquarius is like turned your life upside down. You're like, oh my God, am I in love again? That's what, yeah, am I in love again? Oh my God. Yes, you can be in love again. You absolutely can. Because the Emperor and the Empress is here together. That's because you have let go of the crazy stuff in your mind. The crazy stuff in your mind pushes people away. And you got to end that. The crazy stuff in your mind and what you do, like that crazy shit, that's, people don't like it. So the world is saying like you can have a really amazing life as the Emperor and the Empress. It's here. You can have that life. And you're gonna have that life because you got rid of that crazy stuff that you do with your mind. Like you just get like ugly. All right. Oracle card. Magician in the mirror. You've learned to use wisdom to guide you. Ooh. Okay. I love this for you. You know what, Aquarius? For some of you, you guys are like with. You guys are like with someone you are like super hot. With that Archangel Michael, you've healed yourself with the Magician in the mirror, where you've gained this wisdom. But once you gain the wisdom, man, your sex organs are on fire. And that's good, because they probably haven't been on fire for a long time. Yeah, your crown and your sex organs, the crown all the way down there, it's on fire because you met someone. You've met someone where when the sacral is on fire and your crown's on fire, it's because you met someone that activated all of that. I really feel that's what happened with you. God, I really hope that's what happened for you, Aquarius, because I would hope that for you, because I would want that for me. You know, that's hot. So you might have met someone that is doing that to you. And there's a good chance that you've already thought about spending the rest of your life with this person. If you are not with them already, you've met the hot person of your dreams. And they're not just hot. They are smart. They're wise. But you're wise. You know, you've learned a lot, Aquarius, a lot. And you've gone through some rough stuff, but because your mind is it's like an untamed horse, but you've had an untamed horse in your stables for a long time, and it has run your life. Okay, so let's move on to Pisces. Pisces. Four of Swords. Ooh, Pisces just wants to rest. Pisces just is tired. These cards fell out. Tired. Tired from dark stuff or dark people around you. Pisces, the sun's reversed. You're not feeling very hopeful about something. It's dark. It's too much. You're tired. I don't know if this is, it could be a person, it could be a Scorpio, the devil Scorpio or Capricorn. But yeah, tired. You're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not saying like, you just want to rest for the Four of Swords. You just want to take a break. You want to go on vacation and figure it out. But you're not really hopeful about a certain situation here. With the sun reversed, you try to remain hopeful. Okay, Pisces. The star, yes, you are hopeful. You got the sun and the star here. You are hopeful. I said you try to remain hopeful. You are. You have such an amazing attitude. People could learn from that. You will, the moon's reversed with the sun reversed. You will not be deceived. And the Eight of Pentacles, you will work very, very hard for whatever you need to work hard for. You will not be deceived at all. You may feel discouraged at times, but you will not be deceived. But also at the same time, you need to listen to your intuition because the moon's reversed. So there's certain signs you're not paying attention to. So the hope for, you got the sun and the moon and the star here. The star is the one that's upright, but you got the sun and the moon reversed. The devil is reversed. The devil is upright. The moon's reversed. So there is a situation that you are not clued into. You refuse to see the truth in because the moon is reversed on top of the devil. The devil is not good for you, but you're not seeing that. In your mind, you are too optimistic. You're kind of blindly optimistic about it. You need to take some time away. That's when you're going to get some wisdom and truth because you're not open to the truth right now with the devil and the moon reverse. You're just not open to it. You're not hopeful, but you will keep working very hard for whatever you need to work hard for, but you keep wishing for the devil's situation. With you need to get away with the Four of Swords here. I feel like you really do need to get away from whatever situation you're in that's creating you distress and feelings of hopelessness, anything that's affecting your self-esteem. Like, get away and figure it out and find hope in you, find encouragement, find validation in you. Yeah, you do need to get away and get some rest because your mind's too cloudy. There's something clouding your mind, yes. Because the devil is next to, the devil's here, that's why. Indecision, oh, exactly. That's why your mind's clouded. What are you not decisive about? Oh, community is good. Maybe you need to talk to more people about whatever it is you need to figure it out. The community. Who is your community? Maybe that's another question. Who is your community? Maybe you need to find a community. There's this energy of indecision. I would actually rather have you go on a retreat with your indecision than stay in this situation for you to feel not good about it, but yet keeping hopeful about it. But there's no, you need to get back into the community to pull out of some rut here or some stuckness. Okay, Pisces, there's something that's keeping you stuck and keeping you in, you're not seeing the truth about something. Okay, that's what I actually got through all the signs, and I am glad you all hung in there with me. Thank you so much, and I will see you at my next reading. Okay, bye-bye.